Uh, so, yesterday I remembered for probably like the billionth time that I used the fake it till you make it strategy to catapult me in my self transformation this one time. Um, what I think what I think the fake it till you make it strategy is, or where it comes from, is looking. I mean, where it came from for me was uh, looking at my characteristics of myself, looking at my behaviors, um, and realizing that I wanted to change all of them. That I was already good at lying, so I decided to. I mean, I more or less consciously or subconsciously or whatever. Um, I more or less started creating the character that I wanted to be, and just just started. I started by trying to get people to perceive me as that. Um, just to like figure out what the character felt like, you know. And the first couple times I was wrong about about what the character how the character behaved and what the how the character felt inside. Um, so after about probably like I don't know, like a lot of years, really. And I was playing with the characteristics um, for a long time, probably like almost 10 years, I think. Um, but luckily, I mean, I wasn't. I don't feel like I was getting anywhere. I feel like I was just kind of like circling around in this, um, I don't know, in this character that didn't exist, that didn't have any memories. You know, I mean, that's one of the things when you create your character is that if you're still inclined to create your own or to pull back from your own memories, you're going to be shit out of luck because because that character doesn't have any memories in the third dimension unless you can really put yourself into a psychosis where you start to create stories about your memories, which I mean, I dabbled in that as well. Um, but luckily, first I was given the opportunity of a group of people to give all of my love to, in a way that I felt like I was really understanding at least parental, like the parental kind of love, all at once, and and we were all actually gifted with the opportunity of totally crashing and burning and hitting rock bottom, and then really I felt like I mean, in real time, I felt like I went further than rock bottom. Um, but what that gave me the opportunity to do was to completely deprogram myself, and and through the use of largely through the use of psychedelics, I was actively trying to deprogram my brain because I had created a monster that couldn't feel anything anymore, and even worse, couldn't remember that I couldn't feel anything. So, deprogram my brain, and then I sought sanctuary because I mean there's a kind of shock factor that comes after hitting bottom, I think. Um, but uh, but yeah, and then I was okay. So one of the things about hitting that bottom, hey, it's different for everybody, right? And it's not I don't know, it's not like this one thing that's considered rock bottom no matter who does it. It's just like whoever does it. I don't know. That was a stupid way to say it. Um, but it kind of like I kind of picture the universe like pinning me down and commanding humility from me, like submit, submit, be humble. And I'm just like, oh fuck, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, totally humble right now. So sorry for totally messing everything up. And then the universe is like, you didn't mess anything up. Now forgive yourself. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how. But I mean, I just figured it out actually, like yesterday. What I've been doing since then is I feel like I've been seeking myself, and what's odd is that I've been hiding from myself as well. I have been playing hide and seek with myself, right? Um, and uh, all I did really was realize that I am the seeker, but I am also the one that's hiding. So I'm not really hiding, and I don't have to freak out over the fact that I can't find my hiding self because I'm totally just right over there. I know exactly where I am because I'm hiding. So I can just like not hide, and that would be awesome. And really, more than that is there's there's a flavor of drama that comes from doing internal work on yourself and being like, I guess I'm sort of prone to the psychoanalytical way of figuring out who I am. Um, and there's a sort of drama that comes with that, and that's what that's what ties people to their psychiatrist or to their psychologist of like, please find out why I am the way that I am. and and that's as long as you want to, I guess, tie yourself to your memories, that's fine. But it's not about the story. It's totally not about the story. There's there's something greater than me, right? There's something greater than my ego and my memories and the way that I chose to get to where I am. And it's not that I'm irrelevant. It's not that my ego's irrelevant. Certainly, it's not. It's the reason that I exist and have an awareness. But there's there's something more than that, and that world was beckoning me to shift. Is poking me into shifting and transforming to where I needed to be. And and I've done a lot of good things over this past year of seeking sanctuary and seeking sanctuary and trying to find myself or whatever because I was totally hiding from myself. Um, but I've done good things by the third dimension that deem me as successful in a lot of ways. Um, and now that I feel like I've have this clarity on who I am and what my how I fit in to this comic book, like what superhero I am, I guess, like what the superhero backstory is. Uh, I I haven't had peace like this in a really long time, and it doesn't mean that it's gonna last um, for a certain amount of time. It just means that I have attained this, and now I have video evidence of it. Right, that video evidence of it. That's the whole goal. uh, but yeah, we are literally all superheroes, and it's just a time to activate your superpowers. Um, and you don't have to. Uh, you can be a side character, like an extra or something, and that's totally fine. That's what everything's perfect, right? Everything that you choose is perfect. But if you're seeking something, it's seeking you. It's seeking you. You are seeking yourself. And I mean, it's something to try out, I guess, just to come to terms with that. Oh, also, um, what's cool about finding out that like the way that I got here and the flavor that I used to get here was the fake it till you make it. Is I also realized that that strategy in the works was one of my really big triggers. Because I mean, of course, because that's like a direct reflection of me. Um, so I have this really cool opportunity now every time that I recognize it to first hold and be able to hold that completely like completely committed to non-judgment kind of space for for that person, for that other part of myself that's doing that, right? That other person. And it's usually females that that really get me. um, but I also, and it's like constantly forgiving myself when I see that other person and I see the process that they're going through only as like a separate energetic entity, kind of, and that energetic entity was also is also my energetic entity. So I can tell the entity like it's cool, I forgave you in advance, it's totally not a big deal, you're not being judged, you're not being perceived wrong, you're not like none of these things that you fear are really happening. And I get to be sincere about it because I know that entity, you know. And what what really helped, what was one of the breaking points for me, it was actually a couple months ago, was that I had a flare up, I guess, of of a lie about like what I was projecting, and it was, I mean, it was something small and insignificant, but I said it not immediately, but within a reasonable amount of time. I told that person, and it was such like my heart was just bleeding and ripped and thrown everywhere, and I was like, this is totally happening. I knew it. I'm insane. I am paranoid schizophrenic, and this is awful. and uh, and yeah, just I mean, coming clean about one thing is, God, it feels so good. Um, and ugh, blah, blah, blah. Um, and what's cool is that I can what I have done since then, since I've like been kind of figuring this out, is I know how good that feels, and I know that I'm the perfect person to come clean to because I don't care, because I've done worse, you know. And so I can be the one to say, to tell them how brave they are, like how you are so brave for telling the truth after you've already lied, and I know I know how difficult that is, and congratulations, you did it, you totally did it. So I get to be kind of like the person at that checkpoint of like, no, 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 you did it, that's it. Enjoy the rest. um, but yeah, I mean, not because I'm better equipped than anyone, um, just because I mean, that's my character. That's the role I play, because that's the path I took. You know. Um, yeah. And however you get there is perfect. It's a big deal to look at the way that you live and look at the way you behave and say like, fuck, I don't want any of that. I don't I don't want any of that. I need to change my job, I need to change my eating habits, I need to change my friends, I need to change my living situation. I need to change the state that I live in. I need to completely start over. And in the meantime, life is not gonna stop coming at me. Oh fuck, that's gonna be crazy. But it's I don't know, and that's the game. That's just totally the game. So this is a really long video. I'm totally gonna stop. But future Alex, you're welcome. Just in case you forgot all of this stuff, it'll be here for you to remember forever. And yeah, I love you.